Now, a lot of the time you're going to face situations where it's a little more complicated than just an increase in demand or a increase in supply. Sometimes you're going to have two different things changing at once in the market, and you still need to come up with a prediction for what's going to happen to price and quantity. In this class, if I give you two things changing, it's always going to be one thing affecting demand and one thing affecting supply. So anticipate that as you're working through problems like this. Okay, so in this example then, let's have still working on this market for big screen TVs, and we want you to predict what's going to happen if consumer incomes go up, people get richer, and there's a series of bankruptcies that puts a bunch of TV manufacturers out of business. Okay, so how's this going to affect the demand and supply? Well, the first one, consumer incomes increase, means people have got more money, and that means they've got more money to spend. One of the things that people buy is big screen TVs, and we would probably guess that as they have more money, they buy more big screen TVs. So we'd say the demand for big screen TVs increases. Second one's even easier. A bunch of manufacturers go out of business. Well, that means we've got fewer manufacturers, less supply of these TVs. So we'd say the supply is going to decrease. Okay, so now we need to put together both of these effects. Demand increasing and supply decreasing. Well, we more or less know how to do that on a graph, right? So here's our graph. We're going to increase demand. That is, we're going to shift the demand curve to the right. There I go. I've shifted the demand curve to the right. We've got a decrease in supply, so our supply curve's going to shift to the left. Okay, there we go. I moved my supply curve to the left. So overall, what's happened? Well, this was our original equilibrium point. There is our new one, yeah? You guys can see that's our new equilibrium point, right? Well, that did not work really well. Let's try that again. There's our new equilibrium point where our new demand curve and our new supply curve cross. And so that has an increase in price and an increase in quantity. Would this always be the case? Well, maybe not, right? Because that supply change decreased the quantity. And what if the supply change were bigger than the demand change? Well, we can be sure, though, about what happens to price, right? Because when we increased demand, we shifted the price up. And when we decreased supply, we shifted the price up as well. So overall, the price is definitely going to have to rise. But this effect on quantity could be ambiguous if our supply shifted by a long way and our demand only shifted by a short way. And so that's what you're going to do in your next exercise.